Today we're playing ball in the ATL. Chop on. Welcome to Lurks Lessons, a monthly channel where I explain all you need to know in becoming a sports fan of a professional or collegiate team. So, if you're new here, please consider subscribing by clicking the button below. Today, we're going to cover 5 basic categories to get you prepared for your first Braves game. So, please feel free to pause or rewind the video at any time. Alright, let's get to it. My name is Jeff Lurkey, and here's what you need to know and how to be an Atlanta Braves fan. Located in northern Georgia, the Braves play in the National League of Major League Baseball. Their division is the NL East, and their colors are white, navy blue, and red. Established in 1871 as the Boston Red Stockings, the team debuted in the National League in 1876 as the Boston Red Caps. After various name changes throughout the following years, the team operated as the Boston Braves from 1912 for most of their remaining years before they moved to Milwaukee in 1953. Lasting a little over a decade in Wisconsin, the Milwaukee Braves moved south to Atlanta in 1966 and have stayed put ever since. Throughout their whole journey, the Braves have achieved 3 World Series titles, 17 National League pennants, 13 East Division titles, and have 24 postseason appearances. In addition, the franchise has 55 inductees in the MLB Hall of Fame. Fun fact. The Braves have some incredible achievements when it comes to the World Series, Major League Baseball's championship. They are the only MLB team to have won the World Series in 3 different home cities. The Boston Braves in 1914, when they defeated the Philadelphia A's 4-0. The Milwaukee Braves in 1957, when they beat the New York Yankees 4-3. And as the Atlanta Braves in 1995, overtaken the Cleveland Indians 4-2. They also have been to the World Series a total of 9 times. 5 of those times being in the 90s decade alone. So that's a quick overview of the basics, mixed in with a little bit of history and some fun facts. Now I'm going to give you a couple of definitions to some of the most common things you'll come across in being a Braves fan. Let's begin knowing what the name means first. The Braves name originates from a term for a Native American warrior. They chose the nickname back in 1912 when they were in Boston. As a part of their team logo, the ball club shows a tomahawk. As a rallying cry to cheer on their team, the fans of Atlanta do what is known as the tomahawk chop. The movement involves motioning the forearm forwards and backwards repetitively with an open palm, representing a tomahawk chopping. Finally, you may hear other fans around you say America's team instead of the Braves. This reference stems from the team's history when their games were being broadcast nationally on TBS, dating all the way back in the 70s until 2007, exposing the team to a national fan base. Alright, moving right along. Now I'm going to introduce to you some standout personnel in Braves history that if you're careful enough, you may come across their plaque or statue while being at the ballpark. The Braves have been blessed with having phenomenal pitchers in their franchise history. 3 of them Hall of Famers having been in the same rotation in their World Series title run in the 90s. Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and Greg Maddux. However, the one you really need to know is number 21 Warren Spahn, the granddaddy of them all. In his career, Spahn had won 363 games, more than any left-handed pitcher in history. Back when World War II broke in the US, he enlisted in the US Army as a combat engineer and saw action in the Battle of the Bulge. After the war, he came back to the mound to become a World Series champion in 1957, a Cy Young Award winner, and was a 17-time All-Star. I mean, come on, there's even an award named after him, the Warren Spahn Award that honors the league's best left-handed pitcher. Inducted to Cooperstown in 1973, Hooks will forever be a jewel for the franchise. One of the best third basemen in Braves history and arguably baseball has ever seen is number 10, Larry Wayne Chipper Jones Jr. Chipper was the Braves' number 1 overall pick in the 1990 MLB draft and has spent his entire 19-year MLB career with Atlanta. A World Series champion in 1995, Chipper was an 8-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and an NL MVP in 1999. He has the most career RBIs for a third baseman in Major League Baseball history. Chipper was also inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2018. When it comes to the plate and offense, no one did it better for the Braves than number 44 Hank Aaron. Known in the history books as the one who broke Babe Ruth's long-standing career home run record in 1974, the former home run king was a World Series champion in 1957, an NL MVP, and a 25-time All-Star, the most of any player in history. A 3-time Gold Glove winner, Hammerin' Hank still holds MLB offensive career records in RBIs, total bases, and extra base hits. In 1982, he was inducted into Cooperstown and is not only a pivotal player in Braves franchise history, but in the game of baseball itself. Finally, at the manager spot, I'm spotlighting number 6, Bobby Cox. Bobby had 2 spans of being the Braves skipper, the first from 1978 to 81, and the second from 1990 to 2010. In a total of 25 years, he led the ball club to win their 3rd World Series title in franchise history, 5 NL pennants, and was a 4-time Manager of the Year. With a career total of 2,504 wins, Bobby currently ranks 4th on the baseball all-time managerial wins list, and get this, in an attempt to protect his players from getting ejected, Cox has been thrown out a total number of 158 times, giving him the Major League Baseball record of all-time ejections. In 2014, Cox was also given a spot in Cooperstown. Spawn, Jones, Aaron, Cox. There are countless others that you will probably find at the ball game, but those are the great ones to start with. Now, this is probably the most important part in today's lesson, and it's the last thing we need to cover. Who do we consider as our rival in being a Braves fan? Some would say the Philadelphia Phillies, and others would claim it's the Washington Nationals. That's true of today, but one ball club has deeper history, and that's the New York Mets. The first time the 2 teams met was back in 1962, when the Mets became an expansion team. Since then, the 2 teams have faced off over 780 times, with some notable historic matchups. The first was in the 1969 National League Championship Series, or NLCS, where the Miracle Mets swept the Braves 3-0 to go on to play and win their first World Series championship. When the 90s rolled around, the rivalry intensified, for the Braves were rising as a dominant ball club, and baseball realigned their divisions, placing the Mets and the Braves in the NL East. It came to a peak when both squads squared off in the 1999 NLCS, where the Braves took the heated series 4-2 to go on to the World Series. The rivalry has since cooled, but take note that it always feels good in achieving victory whenever the Metropolitans are in the opposing dugout. In 1999, our boy Chipper Jones once remarked, "Now all the Mets fans could go home and put their Yankee stuff on." Now that's a rivalry. Alright, let's recap. The Braves play in the NL East. They have 3 World Series titles in 3 different cities. 4 outstanding, phenomenal baseball Hall of Famers. And you dislike the New York Mets. So enjoy your time being at the ballpark, and enjoy cheering on America's team for the following years to come. Hey, you may even get a ball cap, a jersey, or even a foam tomahawk. Regardless, you made the right decision in becoming a Braves fan. Chop on. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's Lurks Lessons video. Please consider subscribing to the channel and also leave some comments on what other cool things Braves fans really need to know. While you're at it, leave some suggestions what other fan bases I need to showcase next. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.